You know, I've got to give it to this film. It has one of the better excuses for a fart joke. My bad. Oh no!
Alright guys, remember what we're looking for. And don't trust anyone.
Whoa, what?
Hey, baby. Where are your parents? Hey, who's baby? What? Really? A con baby?
How's it going, guys? Welcome back to my channel and time for another episode of Luke's Reviews. On today's video, I'm going to be talking about a brand spanking new release from Disney that is available to watch in cinemas. Good luck getting to one though, or you can fork out 20 quid to watch it on Disney Plus, Raya and the Last Dragon. The film is set in the realm of Kumandra. The people of this land used to live in harmony before separating into 5 factions, all butting heads for dominance. After tragedy strikes, Raya, a princess of the Heartland, seeks to reunite her people and save her world by finding the last of the mythical dragons. Now, the last time Disney Plus tried out their Premier Access service was with Mulan, and that didn't pan out as well as I'd hoped. But all the trailers for Raya had filled me with a lot of confidence that Disney were really going to stick the landing on this one. And they did! And then some. This is one of the best Disney animated movies I have seen in years. I really love this movie so much. For me, the most fascinating aspect of the film was the action. A lot of Disney animated films have dipped their toe into high energy action sequences with examples like Mulan, Big Hero 6 and even Hercules. But none of them have pulled off action quite like this. There is actual choreography to these fights. It was quite reminiscent of the Ahsoka Darth Maul fight in Star Wars The Clone Wars, by just how fluid, smooth, but equally hard-hitting these characters battle. The camera work is so impressive and the animators have done such a fantastic job that the notion that this is animation and not actually real people performing, that just goes completely out the window. They are categorically the best animated action sequences I think I've ever seen. And what's even more amazing is that the animators, the actors, the directors, pretty much the entire cast and crew put all of this film together from home due to the restrictions of the pandemic. It's utterly gobsmacking. What I also loved is the world building and lore that is established regarding the world of Kumandra. The level of detail that both the screenwriters and the animators go into to invest us in these lands that are inspired by Southeast Asian culture, their people, their history, everything including the mythical dragons. For fantasy geeks, it's all just so well realised and bursting with so much potential that I would be more than happy if Disney were to want to explore this world even further. But as with all Disney films, you strip it down to its bare components, and it's got a really strong and empowering message at the centre. Particularly resonant with us today in trusting one another rather than living in cynicism. And thankfully there are tremendous characters to admire also. Now, Raya could definitely face comparisons to other Disney princesses, specifically like Moana or Mulan, but I believe that there is enough in regards to her character that she can stand on her own 2 feet. She leaps out of that screen as just a hero through and through. Somewhat flawed, she's not perfect individual, but again, that's character development for you. And I think that she's going to really make a nice addition to Disney's already extensive list of iconic heroines. Kelly Marie Tran was a great pick to voice her and packs in a lot of emotion to her character that gradually peels away as the story develops. Now, Raya soon discovers the dragon Sisu, and as the title insinuates, she is the last dragon. I was initially skeptical of Awkwafina being the voice here because I was worried that her Sometimes overbearing comedic premise would clash with the film's tone, and thankfully I think the two gel very nicely. I reckon Sisu is going to be a fan favourite for many Disney fans, be them young or old. I will say, however, I think that they kind of rushed getting to Sisu initially. I would have preferred a bit more time spent with Raya exploring and trying to find her. Now, Raya and Sisu form their own gang to help them on their way, each with their own adorable and really likeable personalities. There is a little con baby who just steals the show. She's hilarious. Now, in terms of villains, Raya goes up against Namari, daughter of another faction that seeks for total power, and she's voiced by Gemma, who I thought did a really terrific job. Like I said, the clashes between her and Raya are really special, but she's not just a generic bad guy. She is a character with layers that the film takes the time to explore fully. Now, if I have any complaints, and they are kind of just minor, I think the ending, for me at least, could have been a bit more impactful. Like, it was moving, but considering the factors at stake, I would have thought Disney could have just pushed it that bit further rather than take a somewhat predictable route. Obviously, I can't really explain too much without going into spoilers, but I think if you've seen the film, you're going to understand where I'm coming from. There really could not be a better definition of fun for the whole family than Raya and the Last Dragon. It's quintessential Disney entertainment, full of phenomenal action, outstanding visuals, fantastic characters, and a lovely message blossoming at the centre. Now here comes the big question. Do I think that the film is worth paying that extra fee for? I'm going to tentatively say yes, so long as you are in a very comfortable financial position. Do so. If not, don't worry. It's going to be on Disney Plus in about 4 or 5 months where you won't have to pay for the extra fee. I'm not going to say that you have to rush out and see this because realistically, it isn't going anywhere. So, I'm going to give Raya and the Last Dragon an 8.5 out of 10. Anyway guys, those were my thoughts on Raya and the Last Dragon. Let me know, have you had a chance to see the film yet? What did you think? And my question to you, I'm going to ask you, what is your favourite Disney animated film? But it has to be since 2010 onwards. So we're not going to be going into the 90s because let's face it, the majority of the answers are probably going to be The Lion King. And I don't have any complaints about that. But I want to know, from 2010 onwards, what is your favourite Disney animated film? Also, no Pixar. I'm going to make this tougher. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Hello, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure to click that like button. And if you aren't already, click that subscribe button too.